Hello, hello everybody, welcome back. We are here with the Industrialists. I want to be doing some mining today. We're going to get some upgrades. We've got some ISK coming in. Let us get into it. Alright, so first up, we'll cover the ISK here. We have been doing Concord Pass in the background, just kind of sitting there AFK. I've not been doing a whole lot of it. You can see here we only have about 288 points or so, 290 points, which puts us at like level 5. But you know, it's not much, but we're gonna get 350,000 skill points. That is very important. Let's go ahead and claim those. In that case, we actually got 375. Yep, 375. We're actually almost at the next level too for most of these characters. Very nice. That puts us at 3,000 points for our Concord Pass. Hey Riley, how you doing today? Hi Jenner, thank you. So with these 3,000 points, we're actually going to be getting a Concord Nanocore material box. We're going to choose either industry or offense. It really doesn't matter, they're usually kind of the same price. Sometimes there's a difference of up to 5 or 10 million difference from each box, but very rare. So, we're just going to choose one of these two, and we will sell the materials, and that will give us quite a nice increase. But in order to do that, we're going to go over to Gina. Oh, also, by the way, this character has a couple of changes, I think, because we got that 325,000 skill points, 375. We can actually upgrade tech level to tech level 6 on this character. That is good. So now all 3 of these characters are tech level 6, and this character is now tech 10. We are just going to try to finish up the strip mining skills here. New week has opened. This is the important one for my main character. Yeah, that really sucks that you only got the 2 keys from the 600 plus points. That's unfortunate. Alright, so we've got that good. I'm really debating on whether or not we just go straight into the the retriever. Because it would really speed everything up. I'm like 50-50 right now. Because we should have the money to do it. It's just a matter of whether or not I actually want to do it. And I really do, to speed up our mining. Alright, let's go ahead and head to Gina.
Autopilot engaged. Autopilot engaged. Undocking. Undocking.
We'll go ahead and turn off the volume on 2 characters here. 3 characters, so we don't get that echo. Yeah, I think it would be really nice if I could just upgrade to the retriever. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be really close. We would need about 66 million on each character after we sell the box.
Warp drive active.
Hey, Viltra, how you doing today? The other option we would have is if we can get 4 blueprints. We could just build them as well. And it'd be like half the cost, I would hope.
Warp drive active.
We'll have to check out our options once we get there.
Warp drive
Yeah,
active.
I doubt it. I doubt they would give us any free keys by the end of this event. And I doubt we'll get IP as well. It's mostly just
Desktop
been
request
points
accepted.
and discount coupons. Oh, yeah. That is a good idea, to use the keys on IP if you don't really need anything else, or you feel like you can't get anything else. Okay, we're gonna grab a box on every single character. And honestly, if we can get up to level 7 today, all of these characters will be able to get another, well, not quite. We'd have to get to level 8 for every character to get another box. I think. Let's see here. Yeah, so if we can get to level 7 today, we can get another box and make more risk. Cool. Okay, so while we have all 4 on screen... yeah, Lucid Moon is great for just kind of sitting there and farming. We're gonna look at the industry box and the offense box here. Then we're gonna have to do a little bit of math. Don't worry about it, I'm not gonna ask you to do math, I will do that all on my end. Alright, so we're gonna compare the industry bank and the construction bank to the combat bank and the combat, chip. Sorry. Industry bank, construction chip, combat bank data, combat chip. Okay, so the buy order on these going 572 and 602. So that'll be 60 million just for the industry, and 57 million for the combat. But the main difference, okay, we're gonna do that so it's in chat. Ooh, and here's where our difference is. We get 10 of these. So we get buy orders of 3.1 and 4.1. Hey! Okay, so 41 million from the combat side, and 31 there. So 91 million there, and 98 million from... yeah, I saw, just this morning, actually, I was watching Virtual PGE do his medium Sancha stuff. Alright, so we're gonna go with the combat data, because that will give us more income. Offense, offense. If you've been following along with the Alpha to Omega playlist, I have shown you the math on all of these boxes over multiple months, during events and non-events. And the most reliably high value boxes are going to be the offense box and the industry box. It just depends on what is happening at the time, whether more people are going into industry or if more people are going into combat ships. In this case, there's a combat-based event going on right now. It is the Sancha Incursion. And so what that does for us is it raised the price of these materials almost by 30 million compared to what we've been. Yeah, I'd like to see a Ask Me Anything from the developers in January again. Alright, so now that we have these materials, we're going to sell them to the highest buy order, because I want instant ISK. So like I said, 57 million is what we would get. Always make sure you select sell now if you have low ISK. Of course, we do need to work a little bit on our accounting skills and our trade skills. Yeah, it's all good. All good. I'm pretty used to people not knowing every bit of terminology. So it's good to just say the full name. We cannot sell the triangular structure, so we'll just put that in our ship. And let's look at the income that we have here. Okay, so we're sitting at 83 million, 79 million, 79 million, and 79 million. Oh man, it would be so beneficial for us to get into a retriever right now. But after that, we would have to pretty much just make everything from there on. Because I still need better ventures, I still need better strip miners. Ooh, that'll be really good if you get 540 for your capital ships. It would be more beneficial if you did, 454. It's a better use of your skill points. I would love to see, like, the NetEase developers show up and, like, you already have 500, okay. Yeah, keep in mind that you don't need that 5th level to go up into Advanced, but you do need Advanced 5 to go into, Expert. You only need 4 levels to go into the Advanced skill. So always keep that in mind. Well, it's a good thing you don't need large railguns. Not for a bit. But that means you won't be able to join us for, Dormant Realms. Uh-oh. I mean, you can still do it, you'll just have to sit. I don't know. I don't know how you would do that. Yeah, I think we just go ahead and buy Retrievers. It just makes more sense. You can see how quickly the income can spool up with just Concord Pass, because we've made a lot in a very short amount of time. Now, do all of these characters have skills for this? Okay, so I have to get Advanced Industrial Ship Command. That's my next major upgrade. On all of these. These two are almost done with their strip mining skills. So that's not too bad. But we do want that extra ore hold. The base ore hold of 30,000 is really good, but having an additional 5% per level, that's an additional 25% on top of 30,000. That would bring us to 37,500. That's like an extra couple of minutes on grid without having to dock up. I think it's worth it. Maybe what we'll do is try to Lazarus out of some of the things that we have to get at least a few levels of Advanced Industrial Ship Command. What's the one with the lowest income? I mean, it doesn't really matter. There's 4 of them on the market at the same price, so... Alright, so we're gonna get some new strip mining lasers. Harvest equipment. And how expensive is it? So we can't go up to level 6. Let's start with level 5 strip miners. Okay, that's not too bad, but we need 3 of them on each character. Okay, so we do need some more ISK. We're at 13 and we can only get 2 of these. 13 and 13. That's at 17. So we can actually get 3 of these. In the very least, if we have 2 strip miners on every retriever, we should be able to make those levels pretty quickly anyway. Maybe what I'll do is I'll try to buy the cheap ones with the most ISK character, and then, it doesn't really matter, does it? 13-1, 13-4, and 13-2. Okay, so you get to buy this one, and that one. You get to buy this one, and this one. You get to buy 2 of these. And you get to buy 4? Can we get 4? No, we have to get 3. Oh, we're so close. We're 1,000 ISK. That's okay. We'll have these new ships fitted, pretty easily. Alright. Debating on what I want to do here. Let's go ahead and set these as active. We're pretty much piggybacking off of what other people have done already to quickly advance ourselves into the ability to make things easier in the future. Alright, so these are going to be our first mining barges, or strip mining ships. Oh, look, I only need 2 anyway. I thought it had 3 high slots. Nice. See, that's why you have to pay attention to what's going on with your ship. Alright, so we've got both mining lasers on here now. And I'm thinking I really should pick up some... I'm thinking I'd pick up some, maybe yeah, I'm thinking just go with, inertia stabilizers. Just to get us a faster warp time. Oh yeah, 45 watt streak. That's awesome. So, inertia stabilizers are a mobility low slot. Actually, while I'm here, let me check the, distance on these. 18 kilometers? Oof. This one's gonna be our better ship. Maybe instead of inertia stabilizer, we see if we can get some harvesting, rigs. We kinda really want to go for the range controller. That way we don't have to move our ships around. Yeah, let's focus on range for this. Let's see what that puts us at. 24 is really good. We really need to be upwards of like 32 though. Let's see, can we get strip mining range here? No, we don't. Okay. It's only on the skills that we get that. Okay, so we can't get that quite yet. If we had access to the mining implant, which is going to be very important for us. We could really see a big increase in our range and everything. Okay, so we're gonna have 24.7 there. Gonna have 27 there. That's getting close to what we want to be. 24 and 24. Okay. Right, so if we can get our hands on the mining enhancement implant, we'll get an extra 10% range and a little bit of increase to our mining yield. Then we can also get some cargo hold capacity, better activation time, or we can choose better range if we need. This one will give us better range. So we need to work on trying to get that, but how do we get one off of the market? How expensive is that gonna be? At least getting the green would get us started. Implants, basic, nope, experimental. Okay, so that's about 1.8 billion. That's gonna be a long time before we have that money. Now, what does it take to build one? That's not bad if we can get our hands on the mining enhancement cores. There's one on the market right now for 360,000. And we need, what, 3 of them? 3 of them. So it's still gonna be about a billion anyway. If it succeeds. We're just claiming our return missions right now. Not really sure what we're gonna get out of this. But having some Lazarus is always nice. Let's check the store. Or whichever those shards are. Interesting. So we can actually get more nanocore material boxes, but these are clone bound, so we cannot sell them. Looks like all of it's gonna be clone bound. Would this be worth getting? No. Not for anything I need. IP is always good. These would be good as well. This would be the most beneficial if we can get an implant. Okay. We'll think about what we want to get out of this. I'm thinking the most value to me would be the IP or the neural compilers. The rest of it just doesn't seem that great of an option. Okay, quickly let's clear out our notifications. Check events real quick. I've got to get the growth fund on this character. Gives us a few skill points. And these two characters are going to get some skill points. Alright. So we've just got to get to level 7. So you'll see the current way that we will be flying
Autopilot
these
engaged.
ships is a little bit different.
Undocking.
Oh wow, that's a lot of IP. I mean, that would be necessary for you, Jenner.
Warp drive active.
Alright. But yeah, if we can end up with one more Concord Nanocore material box today, that will put us really far
Warp drive
ahead
active.
and get us in a really good spot for these ships. I'm debating whether or not I want to go for an additional range, or if I go for 2 cycle times. Yes, you could lose the Lucent Moon 10 times with that amount of IP, but how many times could you lose your super?
Warp drive active.
Let's just pause it. Let it warp to the station.
Warp drive active.
You'll have no problems against an NPC Cyan. You're honestly, at this point, your hardest challenge for that Lucent Moon is gonna be, like a raid, a Sandshow raid. And that is definitely a test of DPS and capacitor stability. Hey, are we not in a fleet? We're not. Okay, let me get... There we go.
Fleet warp.
The nicest thing about,
Warp drive
a
active.
mining barge compared to the Venture series of ships is we do not need to lock anything up. We just land on grid, activate the module, and just keep an eye on how far away things are. The activation time of mining barges is also a lot faster than a normal mining laser, the strip miners in particular. They used to have a different functionality, but now it's once every... It feels like... So it's once every 15 seconds they're activating right now. Nothing here is outside of 24 kilometers, so we can mine up this entire belt with just us. Our strip miners will be gathering different materials here for every time they activate. You can see here, some of them have gathered one of everything, others have gathered only a few, more of a few things, and that's because strip miners will randomly target anything around them. It is the preferred method of mining right now for nullsec, just because it makes it so corporation members cannot cherry pick the most expensive ore and benefit from that. They're pretty much required to mine across the board. And benefit the corporation on all fronts. This will give you an idea of the volume of ore that's being mined as well. I mean, we have already mined more than what a regular venture trainer can hold. And it took the venture trainer like an hour to mine that. Yes, it is absolutely chaotic. I love the showdowns. They're so good. We're gonna be doing that again tonight, at reset, so feel free to join in. You'll be asleep by then? Okay. We're probably gonna do this like once a week. So as long as this event or content stays active, we will be running it at least once a week with randoms. Yeah, I don't think you should do it as DPS hitter. We need that facts. I think you're probably the only Force Auxiliary in high sec right now. I doubt there's many of them. I'm planning on doing at least a few mains, and then we'll do a showdown. I do love strip mining ships in general. They're a lot more chill than something like the retrievers. Nice. I can't wait to get my Force Auxiliary up and running. It'll be so good. I plan on using it for, Dormant Realms. I'm just gonna drop it with my alts in capital ships, and, they're gonna run Dormant Realms for me. Did I post Dormant Realm Monday yet? Yes, I did. Whew, I thought I didn't post that. Yeah, so we have been sitting here for maybe 15 minutes or so. This is what we're at now. We are well above what we would get from on the venture, the regular venture. And I think we're actually above what we would get from the venture 2 as well. It's too bad this character doesn't have the skills on it. That it needs. I'm thinking about dropping that micro warp drive to skill into it. There we are. So now we'll save up the skills. We'll save up the skill points so we can get the industrial command bonus for these ships. I'd like to have enough by the end of today to let's see here. Advanced Industrial Command. Here we are. I'd like to have enough to get like level 3 or level 4 here. And then also be able to start on the strip mining advanced. But like I said, that's going to take some ISK to do, and we are just trying to get to Concord level 7. If we can get to Concord level 7, that'll be way better for us. God, it's really sad, but my company still uses a fax machine like every other month. It sits there as a copy printer most of the time. But like once every few months we have to use it as a fax machine, and that is god awful for an experience. We have emails and everything else under the sun. Why are we still using fax? Yeah. It is just amazing. I mean, just an email is like so much faster and more reliable. I have gotten done 100 things by the time that fax finishes and sends. It is so awful. Uh-oh. Snoopy, what is your new love? Did you abandon the Cobra for another ship? He fell in love with Kanyulaji. Yeah, that makes sense. Honestly, Jinner, if you have skills for it still, I wonder if we could set me up with more DPS and let you just heal me. For our DR1 runs. I don't know if it would make that much of a difference. Ooh, nice.
The asteroid belt has been mined out.
Mined out the asteroid belt, so let's go ahead and move to the next one.
Fleet warp.
That is something you will have never seen me done on this account, is mine out an entire asteroid belt. And we're
Warp drive
only
active.
about
Warp drive
40% of our ore hold. Yeah, Nestor would be a better choice, Jinner. If you've got that thing up and running, ready to go, then we'll try something with that next time we do DR110. Maybe it'd be a lot better for you. Is the Nestor armor-based, though? Or is it shield? Can it do both? What way do you have that thing set up? Is it armor tank? Ah. Is the Kanyu Logi shieldman? Logicane and Kanyu are both shield, I think. Okay. Let's see if everything's within range. Yes, everything is within range. Our furthest one out is 18 kilometers, so that 24 kilometers is working out perfectly. Let's go ahead and mine out another asteroid belt. I forgot to extend my planetary. Yeah, I think it'd be really good if I kept 3 of these out here and have one of them go to low-sec or something, or have 2 and 2. I think it'd be better if I only had one out in low-sec, though. Right, so while I have you here, oh my, make sure you join the Discord. I don't know what's going on here. We have a meme fleet going on that we can win a ship. I will choose the first place winner. The community will choose the second and third place. We also have 2 giveaways we're going to be doing on Christmas Eve as well. And then we will have a Dormant Realm time attack on Christmas Eve. It's going to be a long day, going to be fun, so join on in. This will be on Wednesday, December 24th for me. Just join into our Discord, select the participate icon right here, and if you have some memes that you've created and you want to try to win, go for the meme fleet. Alright. Back to it. This will all be done on December 24th, when we will have a long stream on Christmas Eve. We have now, like, significantly outpaced all of the Venture ships that are at low tier. It is just so incredible being able to fly these retrievers. They're a lot of fun. the laser light show is always good to see as well. We have a friend, Rodzilla, in a Venture Covert Ops. Let's see, have we gotten close to level 7? We're about halfway. It'll start really, ranking in the points once we start doing our missions here. You see, we're just a little bit shy of the 24,000 cubic meters, and we're just gonna be completing these time online and mining them out missions, like, all the time. It is the best way for an industrialist to get their Concord Pass done, unless they have max, planetary interaction, in which case I would change the time to PI, and that will be your best setup. Let's see, do I have local turned on? No, I don't. Venture Covert Ops is one of our goals. This ship is going to be very valuable for us in order to do, like, Nihilist space. It's gonna be very important for us to do Nihilist space. Yeah, that's true. Yes, there is a small chance for a cyan to spawn in a 5.5 million lab. But not a 5 million or a 4 million. Only the 5.5 in high sec will have the cyan. Yes, yeah. Yeah, so the cyan will be the only thing that will drop a wreck in high-sec. I really hate the changes to the high-sec loot, but at least you get cyan to drop, like, Amar Rex, or Galente Rex, or Calvary Rex. Plus a few capital modules once in a while. Still trying to fill up here. We should be able to clear out. That's something that Jitter can answer. I don't know too much about damage controls on effects, but I would think it works well. Because a fax can heal itself with its drones, so while that is active, you can get a lot of healing done. Especially a capital DCU. And this character in the top left will be full pretty soon. And we're down to one rock. I think we'll just have them dock and drop off their load before we go to the next one.
The cargo hold is full. The asteroid belt has been mined out.
Autopilot engaged.
Autopilot engaged.
Warp drive active.
Warp drive active.
And these two are flying around each other.
Destined docking request accepted.
Make sure if you have
Destined
a
docking request
DCU
accepted.
that you get the general units for those. The passive and the active general unit are both extraordinarily important. Alright, so we were able to mine quite a lot in just a short amount of time. Let's see what that is. 24,767 plus 29,99,999. 24,864 plus 24,518. That is 104,000 cubic meters of ore that we have mined in an hour. That's pretty good. We're gonna get our common ore reprocessing here. That's pretty good. Yes. Capital will be a lot better for passive resistance, but the battleship-sized one, the regular damage control unit, is going to be a lot better on the active side of things.
Undocking.
Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
Oh yes, we've got all four of them here. Once again, always check to see the distance on everything. There is a few here that are outside of 24 kilometers. Let's see where those are. So there's that one. And there's that one. So I would hope that a couple of these others would be within that range. So that one's got a 27 on Kernite, which is way over there, but it is being hit by something else, so I think we should be fine. Do you need the battery for anything? Because I would tend to keep resistance and drop like a battery if you don't need it. see, what would our next upgrade be? We really need to start building like Adventure 3 or something. Cohere is gonna be just out of range for us. I wish we could. Governor is going to be incredible for us at some point. Because then we can do AI mining with the Governor. I do really want to get something like the Wreath. To haul stuff with, but I don't know. I like that it gets the Covert Ops cloak though. And we are almost to level 7. Which will give us 2,000 Concord points. Puts us at 28, 26, 26, and 26. With those points we can get another box. And that will be a lot of hits that we can use to fit these ships. Yeah, definitely try to get at least the level 8 general units, if you can. You can make it work with level 7 and level 6 as well, but it just won't be as good. So after we get this one, for the 2,000 points, the next box we can choose is going to be at level 13. And then we can choose another one at level 14. Yeah, so level 12, we won't have enough points. So yeah, level 13 and then level 14 we'll get another box. And then level 15 we'll get another 2 boxes. So that'll be a lot of income just right there. Yeah, that's good. Level 6 works out. The only downside to the active general unit is that the damage control will only be will only be active for a very short amount of time. It's like 10 seconds instead of the usual 15. Yeah. Yeah, I think the passive boost is definitely the better choice for a GU. Um, especially on the damage control. And you would only have the active if you want to see, like, really crazy numbers. Oh, hello. Hi, Susie. How you doing today? You repping me?
Receiving remote repair.
Of course you are. Welcome to the mining fest. It's 20 plus jumps away, oh my. Okay, have we mined out this side of the... almost. Off she goes. You know, it's too bad that thing does not get, like, repair drones. Yeah, I'm sure it's cap stable with that capacitor group thing. That's pretty good. You've got your new Logi ships. That's great. I love it. You've always got to have something to work toward. Yeah, that's a little sad. I feel like this belt has a lot of ore in it. It must be a fresh one. Yeah, that's probably Jinner's fault. Yeah. We're gonna be rolling in the stats here. Ooh, I do like the Osprey. Nice. We are going pretty good here. Let's check our Concord pass. Hey, we hit level 7. This is another reason why I really wanted the Retrievers, is because they are so much more efficient and faster at doing the Concord missions. I mean, we're already at 422 points out of 800. So if we can get these finished off, we'll dock up, we'll go sell a bunch of stuff, reprocess the ore, and then... Wow, there are no sounds. There we go. We'll reprocess the ore, and then we will buy some rigs and stuff for the retrievers. I'm thinking I'll do at least one more distance, and then we'll do an activation time. On each of these. And then we'll get in the low slots, we'll probably do 2... I'll probably do like 2... I don't know what to put in the low slots. I'm pretty sure I'll put like 2 inertia stabilizers. And maybe a warp core stabilizer. Or I'll just do 3 inertia stabilizers and we can warp really quickly with that. Save us some time. I'm gonna approach this here a little bit. Could also do like a micro warp drive or an afterburner. Because moving these ships around is very slow. Oh my. That's a fun little ship. Let's see, what kind of range is that at now? 22? You feel free to. Feel free. I don't have any on these characters. It's all in good fun. Dang, I think we almost filled up on just that one thing. Well, now we've just got one rock left, which is almost done for. Maybe just enough to actually mine with all the ships. Yeah, no ore in range on one of them.
Fleet approach.
Autopilot engaged.
Almost done with the rock.
The asteroid
There we
belt
go.
has been mined out.
Autopilot engaged.
Autopilot engaged.
I think all of our ships should be at level 7 now.
Warp drive active.
Yes.
Warp drive active.
Awesome. Actually, 2 of them are almost at level 8. That's pretty cool.
Destined docking request accepted.
Destined docking request accepted.
Okay. Go ahead and drop off this ore. When I get ahead of myself, sometimes it causes problems. Look at the amount of ore we have now. That is a lot. Yes, that one. Uh-oh. So I need more ISK to send that. Okay. Want to do this a different direction here. We're gonna go ahead and do our Concord stuff first. Oh wait, that one's not at level 7 yet. Okay, so that one still needs to get level 7. How close are we to that? Oh, we're really close. Gosh, I might as well just finish that off. Oh no. Okay, let's get about 4,000 cubic meters of ore for this thing. I will be streaming a second time today. We're probably just gonna leave it to the people who signed up for it on Discord. Anybody else who shows up, they are on their own.
Autopilot engaged. Undocking.
Yeah, I also just don't really want to announce to all the loot thieves. I think it's fine enough that it's within the Discord server, but
Warp drive active.
uh-oh, one of the characters is not showing. There we go. Like I said, we are just kind of waiting on
Warp drive active.
this one to finish its mission here.
Warp drive active.
Nice. Yeah, that should be more than enough to handle a Cyan. Hey, that should get us what we need for the Concord points, yeah? Yes. Right.
Warp drive active.
Have that one start headed to Gina as well.
Just docking request accepted.
There are very specific times where a damage control unit um, can be better than doing like a third red hunter, or if you really want to be tanky, you'll have 3 reds, a yellow, and a damage control. It certainly makes a pretty big difference. Okay, so we're gonna do this one more time here today. Gonna show you how I am making money on these characters. We're gonna go for the Concord Pass Nanocore Material Supply. And earlier today we determined that the offense box was better. We are gonna sell here first, because this character has the lowest ISK. This character as well has pretty low ISK. And I need to sell on this character as well before I sell on the other one, because the other one still has quite a bit of ISK. Okay, and now we can sell on this character. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and just move this to the cargo hold of the Retriever. I spend a lot of time looking at what's going on around as a fleet commander. It's why I really like having updates on people's shield amount and capacitor. It's a lot easier on Discord, but still something. Alright, so let's see where we're at now. 80 million across the board. Alright, so we need to plan what we're doing with 80 million. I know we're at least gonna get another range. And then we're also going to be getting a circulation amount. I prefer the range so I don't have to move when I warp in. You can do 3 circulations and you'll mine a lot faster than I will. But since I don't have a do I really want to spend that much on that? I don't really think so. I'd rather go down. Yeah, that makes more sense. You can do pretty much anything you want with your rigs. I prefer not having to move to mine an entire belt. But that is me being lazy. Mining range. If I had the mining implant, I would do 2 circulation and 1 range. The people who are getting this are, like, going to be so confused. So we will get a little bit of diminishing returns from our minor range circulation. Instead of getting like 40%, we're gonna get like 32.5 or something like that on that one. But that puts us at 29, which is exactly what we want. The circulation is going to bring us down to 11 seconds instead of 15 seconds. That is also incredible. So you can see we went from 24 kilometers up to 29 kilometers on this ship, on these 2 ships. And better activation time means we mine faster. It is really nice. Range, circulation. And we will probably change out those rigs over time. Maybe on the next couple of boxes we'll upgrade them to level 3s. Okay, so if we're gonna compare, like, the ultimate setup here to what we have right now, the level 10 character is going to have a lot better stats. And that's really gonna help it out. Okay, so what else do we need? We need some low slots. Let's go get some stabilizers. What's it under now? Oh god. Engine system, that's right. Alright, so we want to pick up either Federation Navy or Republic Fleet. Kind of expensive right now. Maybe we just go for the basic? 19.7 versus 20.3. Yeah, I can look at basic. Still expensive, but not that bad. So I need 2 more of those. Because we have 3 low slots, I'm gonna have 3 of these. What these will do for us is they will change our inertia modifier to be lower, which means we can actually get to warp faster. So if we compare this, we now have a 7.13 warp prep time with these passive. And we will have a 12-second before we put them on. So we'll have a look at what these are once they are active. Okay, so you can see all of them are pretty much the same. Let me undock this and I'll show you how low that warp prep time goes. With all 3 of them active, we go down to a sub 3-second warp time. That will keep us alive in low sec with this ship. That's like trying to warp a Venture normally. Let's get our return missions as well. We might as well. So that would be all of the mining missions done, which is nice. How close are we on that one? Oh, we're so close. Oh, let's head back to Foreign.
Autopilot engaged.
And now we have 52 or 53 million on every single character. Oh, wow. Nice.
Warp drive active.
Move everything to the same location.
Warp drive active.
We warp pretty fast anyway now. I mean, 7 seconds compared to 12 is already pretty incredible.
Warp drive active. Warp drive
Funny,
active.
we actually made it to warp before I could activate all of the, warp cores.
Docking request accepted.
Uh-oh, why is tomorrow a sad day? Am I missing something? Oh no. Okay, now we should be able to make the contract to our main character there. Alright, so the main idea right now is to have this one character reprocessing everything However, in the future, it will likely be that, all four of them will be reprocessing their own stuff and making their own stuff. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna start those because that'll get rid of the clone bomb stuff. And let's see how much we actually get from today. I did have a little bit of ore left over from last week. But we ended up mining about 7 million worth of ore. And if we reprocess it, and we won't get that much back. It's not a whole lot back, but it is enough to get us started on some stuff. Okay, so now we are sitting on about 7 million worth of minerals. That's good. This will make 10 acolytes. I would rather have hobgoblins. What planetary am I missing? Crystal compound and lucent compound. I think it's crystal that I'll be missing on all of these. Yeah. Okay. Something we can look at as well is, compression. What compression does is it takes the raw material, takes 10 units, and puts it into 1 unit of compressed or rich ore. It really doesn't change the... So if I look at rich plagioclase, 10 units of this will make 22, 29, and 43. Whereas regular plagioclase, you would get 100 units, and it's 22, 29, and 43. So it really doesn't make that much of a difference for reprocessing purposes, but you can hold a lot more rich plagioclase than you can regular plagioclase, since it takes up less room. Alright. So I don't care about that. I guess we'll do one more ore hole tonight.
Undocking.
Fleet warp.
Since they all warp at the same time, should be pretty much
Warp
warping
drive
together.
active.
Ah, it doesn't seem like it. Glad we have the longer range now, so now we really don't need to worry so much. Wow, look at that. 31 kilometers on some of these. That is outside of our range. Okay, let's try a different belt here.
Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
Good, we're actually working together. I want something a little bit closer. There we go, that's better. 19 kilometers. That is well within our range. Wow, none of these have music going. You'll get to hear laser noises here for a bit. Yeah, that that 11 point whatever second activation time is really nice. 11.2. This one's, yeah, they're all getting 11.2. So, very nice. Oh, and while we're sitting here, I may as well get the skills that I need. Command ship. Okay, level 2. Level 2. Level 3. And then these two will start working on their mining skill here. For strip mining. This one already has strip mining 5. Get as much as I can out of it. Alright. So that's the goal. Try to get all 4 of these up to strip miner 5.5. And that'll prepare us for all the way up to the Covenor and the Covenor 2. because I believe the Covenant and the Covenant 2 require the advanced skills. You can see here, advanced strip miner bonus. This is also advanced strip mining. So yeah, by getting 5-5 on the strip mining side of things, it will prepare us to fly all of the strip mining ships. The only thing we may want to do with this character in the top left is start skilling it into an orca. It's a lot easier now than it used to be, but it's still going to be a pretty massive investment. Now, at some point, we're going to have to haul the minerals from Farrant to Gina. Because I would really rather not have to haul a bunch of small ships in one go. I'd rather just build them in Gina, and then go from there. Put it on the market or whatever. So I will need some haulers pretty soon. Let's see, what kind of haulers do we have? I would like it to be able to haul minerals. So, probably like a Nereus 2? Because it's got really good mineral hold capacity and pretty good cargo hold as well. So these are gonna be Tech 8. Maybe it would be better to build a Cryos. Yeah, Cryos is probably the better choice. Getting that mineral hold capacity. What do I need to reverse engineer that? Okay, so we need level 6 Galente debris, some data cores, and that'll be it. Okay. I should probably also look into Galente invention and ore invention. I think that'd be good. I could use my main character to haul it for us. But if I can do it with these characters easily, I'm just gonna do it with these characters. It'll also give me something to build, and show off how to build it, and how to get the blueprint and all that. Speaking of which, I do need to change this to advanced. It's not a whole lot of ISK you get from this. What we care about from these is the blueprint boxes. Because if I could get, like, Cloak, or... Okay, what are you doing? If I could get the group capacitor stuff, shield field modules would be good. Any of that kind of stuff would be really good. But I have to spend, like, a day doing only hauling stuff on all 4 characters. Let's see what our current ore hold is looking like. Yeah. 33, 33, 34, 500, 34, 500. Okay. Cool. And they're all pretty even, except for the one character that's 5-5 already. One rock left.
The asteroid
Okay.
belt has been mined out. Fleet warp.
Warp drive
Warp
active.
drive
active.
I love it when the whole fleet warps together. It's so good. What kind of range are these things at? 31s, 32s. I really don't want to be here. Am I set by name? I am.
Fleet warp.
Like I said, I'd rather be in a mining belt that I
Warp
can
drive
reach
active.
everything. Because there's just little annoyances that happen. That looks like one I could probably reach. No? There's a couple way out of range. I mean, I guess it'll be fine. I think the furthest I see here is 32. 31, 32, 34. Yeah, at this point, as soon as these characters hit Tech 7, I could move them into a nullsec corp and be mining for them, like, 24/7, if I needed to. It would take us buying another set of ships, because I want a set of ships for high sec and a set of ships for null. If we ever need to do that. Most of the time, I think it'd be better if we were going into, Cavella, or whatever, and just try to get a little bit of time mining and then try to warp out. I don't know, I'll have to talk to, Autumn and all of them, because they've been doing stuff like that. It'd be a lot easier to get in and out of nullsec if I could do that. Most of the ships that we're going to want to build can be built between low sec and high sec, so I'm not really too... join AOA with them. No. See, how much longer on these guys do they have their Omega? Okay, they've still got about 20 days of Omega left. So between all three of these characters, we have 400 million? 200 million. Yeah, 200 million, pretty much. That's not bad. That's enough to get, like, one Procure Governor. Probably just one Procure. But, if we end up getting to, Concord Pass... What is it, 14 or 15? Yeah, if we get to Concord Pass level 15, we're gonna be looking at, like, enough to buy a Governor. It's not worth it. If they change the research core, to where it's actually useful, where you can actually upgrade it and stuff, then yes. But at the moment, it is really only valuable if you want a base stat increase. For example, like on this, you can get like a missile torpedo damage increase. But like, it is not worth it. You know what, Jitter? Your idea of having my main character haul the minerals for me is not a bad reason to show off the freighters. Or at least a freighter. It would give me at least something to show off for hauling. Let's see, are they out of range now? There's a lot of stuff, like, really far out here. Looks like a good portion of it is gonna be on this side. Yeah, it looks like it.
Fleet approach.
We'll just start moving these characters closer to one of these rocks here. In the hopes that we can continue mining as we go. This is where that, afterburner can come in handy. Just to get them moving around a little bit faster. But once we have, like, a little bit better skills, we won't even need the afterburner. about 5 rocks left to mine. Let's go ahead and just lock these so I can see how much health they have. Where is that one that's really far away? Wow, it is really far away. I think I'm gonna go send... Nah. We'll send this one after it. We do need to be within 29 kilometers, almost 30. There we are. We are well within range of that rock now.
The cargo hold is full.
Autopilot engaged.
The cargo hold is full.
Warp drive active. Desdocking request accepted.
And we are now at max speed, closing in. Okay, rock
The
is mined
asteroid
out.
belt has been mined out.
Autopilot engaged. Autopilot engaged.
So that was the Industrialists upgrading to their strip miners. Showed you how much that can do and some of the upgrades that I would do to it for high-sec. And we'll keep upgrading and working toward other stuff as we go. Not a whole lot to cover here. But it is a good amount that we've gotten today. Look at that. We could not have done this level of income with just regular ventures. Let's see. Do we have enough to do another roll of region development? Yes. Which one are we doing? This one. Ah, too bad. Alright. Game dropped for a minute there. Yeah, slowly working our way through. Not really much we can do about it. I really need to be doing the... Where is it? Oh, I don't see it anymore. Okay. So the other event already ended. Get this picked up here. Day 7. Dang, I thought that would give me enough to get the orbs. And what else was it yelling at me for? Concord. There's so much that this game yells at you for. Yep, so our next box would be at level 13. And then from level 13, we could probably get another box at level 14, another 2 boxes at 15, and maybe another box at 17? That will be really good. That'll be a lot of income right there. Alright. Well, thank you all so much for joining me today on the Industrialists. We now have Retrievers, and we're starting to build up our mineral foundation here. This is what we'll be building up to get our first run of ships going. And hopefully we'll start to make money on that. So take care everybody, and be safe.